From your morning yogurt to your evening glass of wine, fermented foods have quietly shaped our diets for millennia. But what exactly is fermentation, and why are these foods biochemically significant? Fermentation is a metabolic process where microorganisms, such as bacteria, yeast and molds, catabolize carbohydrates, primarily sugars, into byproducts like ethanol, lactic acid or carbon dioxide. This biochemical process not only preserves food by creating an acidic or alcoholic environment that inhibits spoilage, but also enhances organoleptic properties and increases the bioavailability of nutrients. Fermented beverages are a prime example of biochemical transformation. Wine, derived from the fermentation of Vitis vinifera grape juice, achieves alcohol concentrations between 7 and 15%. This is facilitated by Saccharomyces cerevisiae yeast, which metabolizes glucose and fructose into ethanol and carbon dioxide. Fruit wines, beer and sake undergo analogous fermentation processes but utilize distinct substrates, berries, cereal grains, or oryza sativa, rice, respectively. The enzymatic breakdown of starches into fermentable sugars is a critical step. Non-alcoholic beverages such as kombucha and kvass also depend on fermentation. These drinks utilize a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, SCOBY, to produce organic acids, carbon dioxide, and a variety of flavor compounds, resulting in natural carbonation and a distinctive tangy profile. Next, let's delve into the realm of dairy fermentation. Products such as yogurt, buttermilk, and kefir are created by inoculating milk with specific strains of live bacterial cultures, including Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium species. These bacteria metabolize lactose into lactic acid through glycolysis and fermentation pathways, resulting in the acidification of milk, which coagulates the proteins and imparts a characteristic tangy flavor. This biochemical process is also fundamental in cheese production, where various bacterial and mold species contribute to the development of diverse cheese varieties, ranging from soft, fresh cheeses like feta to complex, aged, hard cheeses. Vegetables undergo lactic acid fermentation. Examples include sauerkraut, kimchi, and pickled cucumbers. These vegetables are typically salted to create a brine solution. The salt draws out water through osmosis, establishing an anaerobic environment conducive to the proliferation of lactobacillus bacteria, which produce lactic acid. This process not only preserves the vegetables, but also enhances their nutritional profile by adding probiotics. Fermentation isn't just for plants and dairy. It's also a traditional method to extend the shelf life of meat and fish through microbial activity. In many cultures, fermented meat products like salami, chorizo, and pepperoni are produced by incorporating salt, sugar, and starter cultures, which include specific strains of lactic acid bacteria. During the fermentation process, which can span several weeks, the meat undergoes dehydration, while lactic acid bacteria produce organic acids that inhibit pathogenic microorganisms. Similarly, fermented fish and fish sauces are integral to Southeast Asian cuisine, where enzymatic and microbial processes break down proteins. These products are rich in umami due to the formation of glutamates and other amino acids during fermentation. So, who are the pivotal agents in the fermentation process? Yeast species such as Saccharomyces cerevisiae are crucial for ethanol production in alcoholic beverages through glycolysis and subsequent fermentation. Lactic acid bacteria, including Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, are responsible for lactic acid fermentation, converting lactose and other sugars into lactic acid in dairy and vegetable substrates. Filamentous fungi like Aspergillus oryzae are employed in the fermentation of soy products, facilitating the breakdown of complex carbohydrates and proteins into simpler compounds. But what makes fermented foods so significant from a nutritional and biochemical perspective? Beyond their intricate flavor profiles, fermented foods are rich in probiotics, which are live microorganisms that confer health benefits by enhancing the gut microbiota. The fermentation process can also augment the bioavailability of vitamins and minerals and degrade anti-nutritional factors, thereby improving nutrient absorption. So whether it's a refreshing glass of kombucha, rich in organic acids and antioxidants, A slice of aged cheese, teeming with bioactive peptides, or a tangy bowl of kimchi loaded with vitamins and beneficial bacteria, fermented foods offer a scientifically backed method to enhance your health while savoring centuries of culinary innovation. Embrace the science of fermentation and experience its multifaceted benefits.